Hey, good morning, folks. It is Saturday. I didn't hunt yesterday. I was not feeling well, as I was speaking of that on Thursday while I was hunting. So I stayed home and tried to get a little sleep. And luckily I did stay home because I got a text from a place that I had ordered a wheelchair from. I started working on trying to get a wheelchair back in February. And my insurance company messed up on something and we had to redo it, so that's partially not their fault. But eventually it was reordered and delayed and time was gone by, and finally they sent me a text on yesterday that it was ready for me to pick up, and they wanted to stop by on Monday to bring it over. I told them I had jury duty and I don't know what's going to happen after that, so I complained a little bit. Said, it's pretty sad that I've tried to start this in February and now it's November and I'm finally getting a chair. So it's getting ridiculous. And a month ago they contacted me for me paying my 20% out of it, and I did pay that. So it's been a month since I paid my percentage that I finally got it. But anyway, I finally got it. I went down to Bangor and had to pick it up, and thank God. Other one was not doing so well. I mean, it was doing better than what I got in the house, so I'm going to swap them out. But anyway, that's a good thing for that. Well, I'm going to head up to KI today because jury duty on Monday, and I have no idea what's going to happen after that, if I'm going to be able to hunt and all or not. So we'll give it a good try, but it is windy out, and my truck says it's 40 degrees right now, so I don't know how much warmer it's gonna get and how long that wind's gonna be, so it's not gonna be a great day. So might be a lot of driving, but we'll see. But I'm gonna try. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you out there. Hey folks, 42 degrees, 6 o'clock in the morning. It should be legal hunting light right now, believe it or not, but it's overcast, so it's darker than it would be if it wasn't overcast. I'm gonna take this new road that I've never been on. It's just as you're getting onto the KI road before the bridge. They've been logging out there. I've seen piles of logs and log trucks and equipment parked at the edge of this road, so got to be some kind of fresh cutting in there. There was one place that I showed you just the other day where I saw those doe. I saw there was a mountain. I see a road and there's some clear cuts up there. I wanted to go check out, talk to my brother about it, because I kind of had an idea where it was down there, up to Hermitage Road, I think it's called. And guess what? They have that road all gated. Some company bought the road, bought a lot of land where, they're trying to preserve the forest and all that stuff, and putting places, ski lodges and stuff like that in there. But it's gated, but you can walk through it. You can go around the gate and walk, but you're not allowed to drive a vehicle. So in other words, anybody who's disabled or elderly who can't do the walking part, you're just no longer allowed to go there, which kind of sucks. I mean, I know somebody bought it so they can say whatever they want to, but if they're allowing some people to go through it, kind of sucks that other people can't, especially elderly and disabled people. But whatever. So this is why I'm trying this road after I've always just driven past it. I never knew it was very long. Talked to my brother about it. He said him and his son hunted it out here before, and it's fairly a long road. So I'm taking it out right now, and it's kind of dark. I should probably wait a little bit, but I only got this one day to hunt, and then I got jury duty on Monday. This is Saturday, so I'll do a little creepy crawling through here and hopefully get you some footage as soon as it lightens up for you. Some tracks going this way. A little bit older, but still some tracks. The woods a little ways, but check that out. That's a big buck, or there's a friggin' moose that did that. I don't think a buck. Looks like it's kind of territory, but pretty hectic rub right there. Trying to find a way to turn around down here. The road's turning into nothing. I can't find a place to turn around yet, but well, as soon as I can. Well, I went as far as I could on a straight way on this road so far. Then I've also taken another, actually this is the main road, it just petered out to nothing. My evaluation of it so far is I'd like to be out here when there's some snow on the ground to be able to see where more deer crossings are and stuff. Right now I'm seeing tons of moose sign all over the roads and stuff. And I have seen deer tracks going right down the road, but I'm not really sure where to sit. I haven't found a good place to sit with the truck yet that I felt that would be comfortable with, you know, deer maybe crossing. I haven't seen that good crossing spot yet. Coming in, I have passed, I think it's 2 or 3 other roads that come off of this, the branch off of this, that I'm gonna start taking on the way back out. I'll take the next one I come to on the way back out of this and see how that goes. I've been using my Onyx program, have that on while I'm driving. That way I can see what's coming up and see what's maybe into the woods a little bit that I can't see with my eyes. But the problem is the Onyx program, they use older aerial photography, so I've driven by things that I see that you don't even see on the map, so that's not good. So it's gonna give you a generalization of what you're seeing, but you're not seeing all that there is now. That's one thing bad about Onyx, they don't update their maps very well. Hunt Stand has, you can pay for our newer updated maps, but that also doesn't work nowhere near as good as the Onyx does from my phone for some reason. My phone just, I don't know what it is, has issues with using that Hunt Stand for some reason. Who knows? Well, I'll slowly trickle out of here and get onto the main part of the dirt road to head back, and hope we can find another road to come off of. It's a little bit windy out today, and it's 37 now in this area, so it's cooling down a little bit, but it's just not, you know, because of that wind, not the ideal day to hunt unless you're going to walk into the woods. But hopefully I'll find something. Well, I'm just getting out of the John Olette Road that's right before the bridge, right after you get off the tar. I've never been out there. I've always driven past it, heading towards past the gates to go to hunt in the KI. And now here, my evaluation on that road is it's a really good moose territory for the most part, unless you go about 5 miles out, keep going straight. It gets into some hardwood and some ridges up there. There's a lot more beech trees and stuff up that way. Might be some good walking in there to find a nice deer, but I can't walk very well with crutches. Nowhere near the range you'd have to walk out there to be able to find something. But it's real good moose territory. There's moose sign everywhere, and I think the only reason why I didn't see a couple of moose today, because I met at least 10 different vehicles driving all through there. Caught up to some and turned off the side roads into some, and getting ready to turn on another side road. There's another one. This is a Saturday, second week of deer season, and this is the second week, so there's people all over the place up here today. So I decided I'm gonna go way out past the gate, past Ore Mountain Road out that way, and go way up. My brother said there was a bridge that was washed out just a couple of weeks ago, and he just went, I think yesterday, and found out that they just replaced the bridge. So not many people know about it. A lot of people assume probably that it's still washed out, so they won't go down that road. So I'm gonna go out that way. There used to be some good hunting out there for deer in a couple of key spots. So I'm gonna go out that way and see if I can find a place to either sit in the truck or maybe break out the 30-30 and walk into some thick stuff and sit out there. I got 9 o'clock right now. Gonna take me probably close to an hour to get out there. But see what we see, and if I guess see anything on the road on the way out, I'll try and get some footage for you. Closing in on that bridge. I think it's out where that bright sun sign is down at the end of the road there. There's a huge bog to the left. And there's another one in the woods way into the right. See what we see. Here comes the bridge, all brand new. I see it. Yes, this is flooded out big time. Oh my God, I've never seen it this flooded. Big beaver dam right there, that's why. Very cool. Show you what I got here. There's a big beaver dam flooding out there. There's a big swamp in the back there. And over this way. Once upon a time I had a tree stand out watching this bog. And I never had any water like this. It was almost bone dry. Had a little stream and a pond here. She is full now. Of all the places that have no water, this is surprising. This has tons of water. There's the new bridge. Brand new. Still a wooden one. I'm surprised. All the rest of the new ones are all cement. Well, I'm gonna continue heading that way. You can see that bog just through the trees there. That's the huge bog that I talked about. You couldn't see through the woods. That's on the same side of this as the bridge where the beaver dam was. That's in the woods. It's a large bog. I think I catch part of the bridge way down there. A lot of water. I am surprised there's that much water in it because of all the drought we've had this year. For some reason this has held a lot of water. It's good for the animals, I guess. It drops right off down here. Definitely up in the mountains, as you can see. I'm not finding a lot of spots to park. I'm not seeing a lot of fresh deer tracks in the road. So I'm still yet to find a place I want to sit for the rest of the day. It is still really windy out. So it's not going to be the best of luck on the day, but it seems like I've seen a few deer on a windy day lately, so who knows. I don't see any tails bounding anywhere, or any moose anywhere. Oh well. Keep on, keeping on that way. Well, I've been scouting this area out past this bridge. I've had a few spots where I used to sit and watch. I've been watching the road carefully. This road looks like it's been graded probably during the spring or summer. So it's fairly fresh grade. I haven't seen a single deer track, not even an old track. So I don't know what's going on out here. I haven't really seen any moose track, but I just did see a moose break the branch back there, and I did see some scuffles way up the road here. But deer tracks, I am not seeing any deer tracks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Not a single one. Usually you'd see them all through here, and there's an old grown-up dirt pit. I used to see them come out of the woods, go right in front of that dirt pit and head out towards that bog. Not a track, not a single one, not an old track, not a trail in the woods. For some reason they're out of here. I don't know why. It's a bunch of beech nuts on the ground. Beech nuts on the ground and nothing's eating them. And those are right in the road. Hey folks, been driving and driving and driving all day. Finally come to a spot where I saw the two does beginning of the week, before on the road before I get to the gate. Figured God's put two does in front of me twice now. For some reason. Trying to make me make a decision or not make a decision, or I don't know. We'll see. But this is the area where those were, where I sighted those does the first time. One of my first videos of this year for deer hunting. I have not seen a lot of fresh tracks anywhere. Really, all day. Even here, there's no real fresh tracks. So I'm just relying on the fact that I did see some deer here before. And hope if I sit long enough, something will show up. I rearranged this area. I'm a little bit closer than I was the first time, a little bit further back than I was the second time. The top of the hill here now is a 300-yard shot. Way back there, when I was aiming, it was 397. And when I was up there a little bit closer, it was 200. So trying to give that area a little bit of space and see if something comes out. The wind has died down a little bit. It still is a little windy. I was going to put a scent wick out there, but I wasn't quite sure what direction the wind was blowing at the time. But we'll see. It's almost 1 o'clock, 1:45 right now. So I'm going to eat my lunch and let the place cool down, calm down, and hope to see something. I'll show you what I have while I'm right here. Right, here we are, back out here. So at the top of that hill where you can't see the road anymore, it's 300 yards up there. And there's a rock just off the ditch there a little bit. That one was 120 something yards, 125 yards I believe. So here's where I'll sit till the daylight's end. Wish me luck. Well, I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours now. Haven't seen anything yet. I did see a truck go by. A fellow had seen me here before and we talked for a little bit. Not much going around today, I guess. Not many animals being spotted, at least between him and I. So I'll hang out here till the end of the light. Got about an hour and a half left, somewhere around there. Wind's still blowing. It's not quite as bad as it was earlier, but it's still blowing. Show what I got out here. Sun's making its presence one last time before she goes over the sunset. Funny how it's highlighting that one little area out there. Got about 35, 40 minutes left. Well, folks, that wraps up another day. This was Saturday. I think it's the 16th, I think it is. Didn't see a deer today. One partridge, that's it. Did a lot of driving. Probably shouldn't have done so much driving, but just wasn't seeing a lot of sign. Wasn't feeling good about every place, and the wind was a bit more windy earlier today, so I did explore that new area that I've never driven before, the road right off the tar. It looks more promising for moose than it does deer, but you go way out there, some decent areas out there, but there's a lot of vehicles out there today. There's a lot of vehicles out everywhere today, actually. Kind of discouraging. Then there's a lot of gated roads that were never gated. That is also discouraging. KI is not what she once was at one time anyway. It doesn't feel like it. Oh well. Monday I had jury duty. I had to be there at 8:30 a.m. So I'm not going to be able to hunt on Monday, at least as far as I know. Unless I don't get picked or whatever. I don't even know how this works. So we'll see, but I'll try and get something on for you as soon as I can. I may take a ride to camp tomorrow. I have all the chimney pieces for the inside chimney flue, you know, from the wood stove to the wall. And I might go down and take Sammy with me, Samantha, and we'll work on the wall, putting up the rest of those wood pieces, hopefully, and maybe hook that up. I'm not sure. We'll see. I did see I have some deer today at my food plot at camp during the day. It was a doe and a small buck. He was like a little 4-pointer, a little small. I wouldn't shoot it. Spindly little, you know, thing for his rack and stuff. So I let him grow, keep on growing. But it looks like maybe that doe might be in heat or something. He's pushing her around, so we'll see. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully catch you on another one soon.